In the world of reality TV, there's always something new, always something brewing behind the scenes, and the ongoing drama surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville is no different. Fans of the show have been waiting with bated breath to see how things will play out in the next season, especially with the departure of one of the franchise's biggest stars, Melody Sherry Rogers. This left many wondering, what's next for the show? And is Love and Marriage Huntsville really going to continue? Speculations have been running wild, especially with the news of cast members speaking out, including Marquez, who has recently taken to social media to blast Carlos King, the producer of the show. Marquez's comments about Carlos King have sent shockwaves through the Love and Marriage Huntsville fan base as he airs his grievances and shares his side of the story about what really went down behind the scenes. If you've been following the show, you'll know that Marquez has been a controversial figure, especially with his rocky relationship with his estranged wife, Latricia, and the complicated family dynamics that have been central to his storyline. But what's even more interesting now is that Marquez, a member of the cast, is calling out Carlos King, the mastermind behind the show, for what he feels is a lack of support and a disregard for his feelings. And this is not just a simple complaint. This is a full-on blast that could have serious implications for the future of the show. You might be wondering, what exactly did Marquez say? Well, it all started with a social media post where Marquez thanked Carlos King for never checking on him or listening to his side of the story. He posted, "Carlos, thank you for never checking on me, calling to hear my side of the story, or even doing your research on who you casted. The lies, the disrespect and disregard for me, my children, family, and friends. My legacy is nasty work." Marquez's words are a direct hit at Carlos King, the producer who has been at the helm of many of the reality TV shows we've come to know and love. It's clear that Marquez feels that his personal struggles, his family issues, and his mental health were completely overlooked by Carlos, and it's all now being laid bare for the world to see. It's not just about Marquez's personal feelings, though. He's bringing up some bigger issues with Carlos King's production style and how it affects the cast members. Marquez added, "If you really care about unifying Black families and showcasing Black excellence, maybe you should reconsider how you operate before it becomes your downfall." These words are a powerful criticism of Carlos and his approach to producing reality TV, which Marquez feels has exploited not only him, but also the other cast members and their families. It's one thing to create drama for the sake of entertainment, but Marquez is suggesting that Carlos may be crossing a line when it comes to the well-being of his cast. Now, let's step back for a moment and think about what this could mean for Love and Marriage Huntsville as a whole. The show, which has been a top-rated series on OBN, has gone through many changes over the years. The departure of key cast members, including Melody, who made a huge impact on the show, has left fans wondering what direction the show will take next. Marquez's comments add fuel to the fire, suggesting that there may be more drama behind the scenes than we're even aware of. If producers like Carlos King are pushing cast members to their limits for the sake of ratings and drama, it's only a matter of time before things start to crumble. But let's not forget, this isn't the first time that Carlos King has found himself at the center of controversy. Marquez's complaints are just the latest in a series of issues that have come to light involving Carlos and his production practices. In a previous interview with Terry Afon from the What Else Is Going On podcast, we heard about the accusations made by other former reality TV personalities who had worked with Carlos. These personalities had similar grievances, claiming that Carlos was not a supportive boss and that he didn't have the best interests of his cast members at heart. It's becoming more and more clear that this isn't just an isolated incident. It's part of a larger pattern of behavior that some cast members are now calling out. So, what exactly is going on here? Is Carlos King really the villain that some cast members are making him out to be? Or is this just part of the drama that's inherent in the world of reality TV? One thing is for sure. Marquez's comments are not going to go unnoticed, and they could have a ripple effect on the way fans and industry insiders view Carlos and the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville. The show has already faced its share of challenges, with rumors swirling about its possible cancellation. However, the fact that Marquez is blasting Carlos King now, during the current filming, suggests that there's still a lot of unresolved tension between the cast and the producers. Marquez has even gone as far as to question the integrity of Carlos's casting choices. He claims that Carlos didn't do enough research when it came to casting, and that the lies and disrespect that followed are a direct result of those poor decisions. For Marquez, this isn't just about reality TV drama. It's about his legacy, his children, and his family. He's making it clear that Carlos's actions have affected him deeply, and that he feels his personal struggles have been exploited. For the sake of entertainment, let's take a closer look at what Marquez is really saying here. He's not just complaining about the show or about being portrayed in a negative light. He's talking about his mental health. In one of his posts, Marquez specifically mentions that Carlos never checked on his mental health and that he felt completely unsupported during a difficult time. For Marquez, this isn't just about being a part of a reality show. It's about his well-being, and he's making it clear that he expects more from the people who are in charge of his story. The fact that Marquez is calling attention to his mental health is a sign that the pressure of being in the public eye, combined with the manipulation of reality TV, can take a toll on a person's emotional state. And the fact that Carlos didn't seem to care about that is a huge part of the issue. In the world of reality TV, it's easy to forget that the people behind the scenes are real people with real emotions. We get so caught up in the drama and the entertainment value of the show that we sometimes forget that the cast members are dealing with personal struggles, family issues, and mental health challenges. Marquez's comments highlight an important aspect of reality TV that we don't always consider: the emotional and psychological toll it takes on the people involved. For Carlos, this might just be another day in the office, another season of a top-rated show. But for Marquez, it's been an emotionally draining experience, and he feels that Carlos has failed to recognize that. As Love and Marriage Huntsville continues filming, it will be interesting to see how these behind-the-scenes issues play out on screen. Will Marquez's comments spark more drama between the cast and the producers? Will other cast members start speaking out about their experiences with Carlos King? And perhaps most importantly, will this affect the future of the show? With Melody's departure, the show has already lost one of its biggest stars, and if other cast members start following Marquez's lead and speaking out against Carlos, the entire dynamic of the show could shift. One thing is clear: the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville is uncertain. As the show goes through changes and struggles to adapt to the loss of key cast members, it will need to find a way to maintain its appeal to fans. The drama, the conflict, and the relationships are what have kept viewers engaged for so long. But if the behind-the-scenes issues continue to boil over, it may start to affect the show's overall success. As we watch this drama unfold, it's important to remember that reality TV is often more complicated than it seems. What we see on screen is only a small part of the story, and what's happening behind the scenes can sometimes be just as dramatic, if not more so. Marquez's comments are a reminder that reality TV stars are human beings, and the pressures they face can sometimes lead to real emotional and psychological consequences. It's not just about the drama. It's about the people who are caught up in it. The next season of Love and Marriage Huntsville may look very different from what we've seen before. As Carlos King continues to navigate these behind-the-scenes conflicts, he'll have to find a way to balance the demands of the show with the well-being of his cast members. Whether or not Love and Marriage Huntsville continues in its current form remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure: the drama, both on and off screen, is far from